So with education, that's the same thing I want with all of us that are involved in that thing. And I've told Meg, I've told teachers, I've told principals, administrators, the cabinet, let's try some new things. Let's take it to the next level. Because I do see, I've traveled the globe extensively. I know what's going on in other countries, and I know what they're trying to do. And this is a global economy, and we've got to compete with all of those folks. It is clear to me that we must do much more, and Virginia students deserve nothing less than all of our best efforts. It is my goal that all children in Virginia will receive everything that they need to become economically successful citizens. I often talk about the importance of building the new Virginia economy. We cannot, folks, accomplish that goal if our education system is mired in the past. Virginia needs an educational system that's ready to compete, that's ready to succeed, and ready to take on those challenges of the 21st century. That means directly addressing the issues of daycare, pre-K, proper nutrition, struggling schools, SOL reform, and building the workforce. And in recent months, as you know, unfortunately, a series of completely avoidable tragedies have occurred in unlicensed daycare facilities. Over the past 10 years, some 51 children in the Commonwealth have fallen victim to this lack of oversight. I will not stand for this. I will not stand for one child who dies in the custody of a daycare center when we as elected officials can be doing what we need to do to make sure that that child has everything that they need to make sure that they are in a safe environment. No parent nor educator in the Commonwealth will stand for it either. And that is why I will be introducing legislation that will require the 1,920 unlicensed daycare providers who receive public subsidies to obtain a license through the Virginia Department of Social Services. I am also pursuing legislation that will enable the Virginia Department of Social Services to identify and track small family daycare homes. My social services team, under the leadership of Margaret and others, will make sure that these homes with information about legal requirements and that they will be able to monitor the homes to make sure that they are following the law. Finally, I will be proposing stronger rules that will result in better oversight of family daycare homes. Under existing law, as you know, a license is required if a provider is caring for more than 5 children. But that number does not include the provider's own children or other children who live at that residence. I believe it is reasonable to consider the total number of children in a home when determining whether a license will be required. We know that reducing the number of children a provider is caring for improves the quality of care by allowing more frequent interactions with each child. That is so important to a child's early development, and smaller ratios, as we know, clearly improve safety. If we want our children to succeed in K through 12, higher ed and beyond, we must ensure that at their earliest years that they are safe and secure. Nothing, folks, is more important. That is why pre-K access is a priority for me. Gary and I have talked long and hard about this. Every child in Virginia who wants pre-K ought to have access to pre-K. You can look at every single study. If 80% of the brain is developed between birth and 4 years old, why is it that we are having winners and losers at such an early age? Let's work hard to make sure that every child has that opportunity to flourish at a very young age.